You have mentioned that real economics is not separate from real spirituality. How can you, sir, link, sir, spiritual things, nirvana and all that stuff with the materialistic things like economics, money, and now you're saying deforestation is wrong? Like, I cannot get your point.
Say black is best.
Black is best.
Repeat, black is best.
Black is best.
Black is best. Now this is rupees 1 lakh. Please buy it. And you will buy. This is how economics get distorted when you don't have wisdom.
When we purchase jewelry, when we purchase things like that, like the black mug you were saying, we just see the benefits after that. Like we can sell it to those like us who purchased us.
If you don't have wisdom, you will not know where to spend your money. You'll spend your money rather on the girl's dowry than on her education.
There are two more black marks that are selling even more. That is the idea of God and the people who think that their gun will bring peace.
Tell me the ROI, please. Please tell me. Please illuminate me. But you took the whole thing and gave to some God man. You'll be earning from the wrong source and spending at the wrong place. Want that kind of life?
Good evening, sir. First of all, I am Tushar, first year BTech student from IIT Goa. Like I was going through your book, Truth Without Apology, and there's a chapter named Good Spirituality is Good Economics. Like in the last line, you have mentioned that real economics is not separate from real spirituality. Like how can you, sir, link, sir, spiritual things, nirvana and all that stuff with the materialistic things like economics, money, and now you're saying deforestation is wrong? Like I cannot get your point.
Good spirituality is good economics, right?
Yes, sir.
Your favorite celebrity wears black. Black, let's say. He's your favorite celebrity.
Okay, sir.
Right? And you are totally enchanted. Totally enchanted. He's a football player or a film actor or somebody. And he wears black.
Yes, sir.
And he has been continuously telling you that, black is best, black is best. That's the motto. Chant with me, black is best, black is best.
Best.
And you don't even know that he has been in this way continuously conditioning your mind. Right?
Yes, sir.
Say black is best.
Black is best.
Repeat, black is best.
Black is best.
Black is best. Now this is rupees 1 lakh. Please buy it. And you will buy because you do not know that you have been conditioned to believe that black is best and you in no way know of its real value. Just because it is black, you will be ready to pay rupees 1 lakh for it. This is how economics get distorted when you don't have wisdom. When you say something carries a certain price, how do you know something is worth that price? Please tell me.
So like
Black is best.
Yes, sir.
Black is best. So this is rupees 1 lakh. Will this sell or not? This will sell. Hot cakes. This will sell. Now think of so many black mugs that we have been buying. Think of them. The foremost among them is jewelry. Does it really have any value when it comes to utility? Please tell me. The money that you pay must be commensurate to the practical utility of something. Why are you paying so much money for just a metal or a couple of metals? Why? Because you have been conditioned. And that's what happens to those who are not deeply spiritual. They can be very easily conditioned. And then they'll spend all their savings on these black mugs, thinking that they actually deserve to be bought for rupees 1 lakh. That's why good spirituality is good economics.
Okay. Though we are conditioned, when we purchase jewelry, when we purchase things like that, like the black mug you were saying, we just see the benefits after that. Like we can sell it to those like us who purchased us.
What if you are not at all interested in selling it ever?
But still,
There
sir,
are so many
it gives us good
traditional
feeling.
middle class women in this country who never buy jewelry for the purpose of ever selling it. They say we are buying it, you know. You ask them the reason. They'll give some reason. right? You take the line of questioning a little ahead, and they might get annoyed because there is no real reason. And you are investing your entire life saving on something. Why are you investing your money on something? You know the reason why there are so many farmer suicides in India, especially in Maharashtra? There are multiple reasons, obviously. One of the reasons is the poor farmer spends a lot on weddings and other kinds of traditional and religious observations, be it a wedding or a funeral or anything else. And when he spends so much, he has to borrow from the local money lender at exorbitant rates. That compounds very quickly. And on top of that, if there is a bad summer or a failed monsoon, the farmer is often pushed to suicide, along with other contributing factors, obviously. You understand how badly we attach value to things? You understand how poor we are at evaluation? Something might be tremendously valuable, really valuable, but you'll not be prepared to spend even rupees 100 for it. You'll say, no, I don't want to take it. And something might just be gas, a hot air balloon, empty vacuum. And you'll say, I'll put my entire life into obtaining this. That's what lack of wisdom or spiritual foundation does. Think of it. You are here, and of course, you'll have a functional placement office, and it happens in other IITs, I'm sure happens here as well. After admissions office, placement office is the real thing. All else is just time pass, right? The admissions office, JE is important. You will put a lot into it, and then you start looking forward to the placement office. Which companies, what CTC, this, that, international placements, please. So money, what will you do with that money? Do you really know what to do with that money? And when you don't know what to do with that money, then the sellers celebrate. The market rejoices. They look at you and they'll be elated. Here comes another one with a fat package and zero wisdom. He can be fooled. Sir, please come over. This one for rupees 1 lakh, this one for 10 lakh, this one for so much. And you can be fooled. The average Indian household spends much more on the girl's dowry than on the girl's education. This is where spirituality comes in. I'm talking of money here. If you don't have wisdom, you will not know where to spend your money. You'll spend your money rather on the girl's dowry than on her education. Money is all right, earning money is all right, but do you know where to spend it? And I'll correct myself. Not that earning money by any means is all right, because even there we failed to do the complete calculation. 1.5 hours of driving to the office, 1.5 hours of driving back to your place in peak traffic hours. How do you put a number to that? How do you evaluate the cost of that? But you don't, because wisdom is what is missing. And when wisdom is missing, then all your financial calculations also go awry. You'll simply say, this is what I get from my job. You won't see what is the cost of being in that job. And here I'm talking of something very tangible, time that you can measure, right? 1.5 hours, 1.5 hours. How about things that are not easily quantifiable? Like spirit, like inner purity. What if your job saps away all of these? What if after 3 years in a company, you have turned shrewd, cunning? What if the job is of a nature that keeps terrifying you in the name of motivation, in the name of targets? And 3 years later, you discover that you are a fearful individual. How do you put a price to that? Please tell me. How do you adjust that against your CTC? You will not be able to do even basic arithmetic if you don't have wisdom.
I'd like to, on a lighter note, I would like to differ with you on one thing. You said jewelry is the black mark that is selling most. There are two more black marks that are selling even more. That is the idea of God and the people who think that their gun will bring peace.
So that's God house. And you go there and you offer your life savings. Tell me the ROI, please. Please tell me. Please illuminate me. But you're conditioned. You're indoctrinated. And you must have put in your sweat and your blood to earn every rupee of that. Huh? Or maybe you cheated on the job. Maybe you took bribes. I don't know how you got that money. But you took the whole thing and gave to some god man. Babaji, this is for you and for your ashram. If you don't have wisdom, this is what you will end up doing with your money. Or, now I have earned so much, let me go to Dubai and burn it. Even that is not fundamentally different from offering it to Babaji. Babaji, Sheikhji, same thing. Right? Both offer you gratification. One offers gratification in the imaginary sense. Imagine that now you have reached heaven after your death. I have bought a heaven insurance for you. Here is your insurance. And the other offers sensual gratification. So you go there and you look at the tall buildings and the massive malls. That's what you'll do with your money. Or you'll be gifting lavishly to your boyfriends or girlfriends, not knowing why really. You'll be earning from the wrong source and spending at the wrong place. Want that kind of life? But you'll be happy that you are earning. You'll be earning from the wrong place and spending at an equally wrong place. But you will be proud that you are earning. What kind of life is that? And GDP will rise, by the way. Because GDP does not factor in wisdom. As long as there is production and consumption, GDP rises. Even if only guns are being produced, and even if only bullets are being consumed, GDP will still rise. And you can put that on your CV. Last CTC, this much, 40L, 80L, no number.
Thank you, sir. That was very illuminating. Now, there are many other students also who wanted to ask questions.
Yep.
So I would like to invite Anvesa.
But sir, things are happening simultaneously in our lives. So many things are happening all at once. So how do we focus
You are
on...
one. You are one. You are the experiencer of the 40 things happening all at once. Look at yourself. Look at yourself.
But sir, sometimes we don't have an answer within ourselves
You don't
also.
need an answer. You just look without any desire for answers. Just see. There is no harm, right? What will you lose? You're just seeing. You are the one subject of those 40 things, right? Right? Look at yourself. Just passively look at yourself. Nothing more is needed. You don't have to evaluate yourself. You don't have to improve yourself. You don't have to refine yourself. There is no harm in just knowing what is going on. That's all that is needed.
Sir, like the topic in which you were talking, I had a question regarding that. Like we are taught from the childhood that aham brahmasmi, or I am the center of the universe. You were also saying something around that. Like, is it being egoistic or being spiritual?
That's the highest Upanishadic statement that should never be taught to a kid. Right? Because the one who is teaching it to a kid surely deserves some education in the first place. What do you mean by aham brahmasmi? Brahma is not an object. How can you tell it to a kid? I'm not talking in moral grounds. I'm just saying that this is not 2 into 2 equals to 4 that you can spoon feed to someone. This is a very, very deep truth that comes only to the loving self. Otherwise, it is a very meaningless thing. Aham brahmasmi, pragyanam brahma, ayam atma brahma. You can keep narrating all day, they mean nothing. Nothing at all. And there's a great harm. You tell it to a kid, and the kid starts thinking of herself as knowledgeable. I know the pinnacle of Vedant, aham brahmasmi. Now, how do you speak to the kid? The kid is already so knowledgeable.
So actually, I would like to question that the map of the truth is different from the truth. So how do we know that what we are observing is truth or the map of the truth? Sometimes
You need to observe only facts. Just keep this desire for truth aside. Truth is not something you can approach being who you are. So even the desire to come to the truth is a very egoistic desire. Keep it aside. Limit yourself to facts. And if you are totally sincere, brutally honest in acknowledging the outer and the inner fact, they say magically the truth descends. But the truth is not a concept, the truth is not a statement, the truth is not something you can hold in your hand. The truth is not something you can even aspire for. Right? So forget the truth. Just forget the truth. Care for the facts.
understood, sir.
Sir, acknowledging a fact internally as well as externally, it requires authenticity within a person.
Yes.
And I've read from your previous books that we should be an authentic person, as that leaves no room for fear and insecurity within us. But sir, it's not always possible to be an authentic version of ourselves, because it's sometimes not the best version or the most better thing of ourselves that can be, because
How do you
might,
know? How do you know?
Sir, because I think a lot of us authentically, we are, a lot of us, I think we are kind people, very, I would say nice is a word I should refer to, which might make us end up getting ourselves used by some people. So
No, that doesn't
I think.
happen. No. I'm glad you asked this. What she's saying is, the authentic self is probably a nice self, a good one. And what I have observed in this world, correct me where I go wrong. What she's saying is, what I have observed in the world is that good guys finish last, and the kind ones are exploited, right?
Yes, sir.
So she's saying there is a fear in being authentic or acting authentically. No. The authentic one can never be harmed. Mind it. The world will try to harm, but there would be nothing here that can be harmed. First of all, you must have something that can be taken away. I can be harmed only if, for example, you have given me this mic, right? You can take it away. And if I am very, very desirous of this mic, then I'll declare you have harmed me. Because I wanted this mic, it came from you, you took it away, and I'll say, oh, I have been harmed. The authentic person does not want anything coming from any external being. He can have a relationship, but he'll always be ready to leave. Therefore, who can harm him? You want this mic? It's anyway yours. Take it away. I'm not harmed. You gave me some reputation. You gave me that reputation. Now you can take it away. One day you came to me and said, such a kind girl, such a sweet girl. And now you are saying such a bitch. That's fine. That's fine. It came from you. It went back to you. How am I harmed? How am I harmed?
But so when we are praised, when we are appreciated for how authentic we are, it instills a sense of happiness and
happiness, nahi, dependency.
yes, so dependency. And then when that's taken away, we feel that we are.
So then that's the trick. They will applaud for you and you will become dependent. And next time they will say, give us 40 rupees, only then we will applaud. Next time they'll say 400. After that 4 million, and you will become a slave. So don't give any value to who applauds for you or who doesn't. Don't get puffed up. Oh, gorgeous. No, 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 no. You know what's going to happen next. 40 rupees. It starts from there. If you can inflate me with your words, the corollary is that you can also deflate me, puncture me, right? You said, sir, you are wonderful. And I took that. And next day you will say, sir, you are toxic. I'll have to take that as well, because I have now needlessly become a beggar, accepting my identity from you. Living authentically means living freely, without dependence. External sense, we are all dependent. I depend on this chair to sit here. That is fine. Inwardly, you should be fiercely independent. Fiercely independent. Your inner self should not depend on anything or anybody. Externally, there are dependencies which are all right.
Yes.
But sir, like if we are like our authentic selves, then like in many cases the society, as I said earlier as well, the society won't accept. We have to we have to mask our inner selves using fake like we can't be our authentic selves.
How do you reply to him?
We have to
using
become,
the answer I gave you. How do you reply
we
to
have
him?
to become a coconut.
That if we're authentic enough, then I think these external factors shouldn't affect us. I mean, people will say things, society will say things, but I think we should remain unaffected.
See, good learner.
But still it hurts. No. But still it hurts our inners. Like it hurts in
Hurt
on the
can
inside.
happen only when there is an expectation. Have you noticed that? Only when there is an expectation can there be hurt. You gave it to me, I took it for a practical reason. I never expected to take it home. Now you're asking it back. Why will I be hurt? I never expected this thing to truly belong to me. It came with time, it came from somewhere. I always knew it will go back. There was no expectation that this will permanently belong to me. Because there is no expectation, there will be no hurt. And this expectation that I'm putting mildly, it is often deep, vicious desire. And the more you desire from someone, the more power you give to that one to hurt you. Have you noticed that? The ones you deeply desire from are the ones you give maximum power to. Now they can hurt you very, very badly. Why become a beggar? That does not mean that the relationship cannot have love. But love and desire are different things. Desire means I want something from you and I want to exploit. And love is about giving without expectation. Getting it? You will have to live with it for a while. And you will have to experiment with it. And then it will start showing itself more clear.
The emotions go out of control, like often.
All emotions are grounded in desire. Please try to observe that. There is always self-interest at the basis of all emotions. All emotions, without exception.
Sir, I was going to ask a question, but it got answered, I think. But you have to tell me whether I have understood it correctly or not. The idea that rose in my mind was, how do you accumulate experience without accumulating desire?
No, you have to pass through experience. You don't have to accumulate it. It's raining. It's raining, right? And I have to reach here. I'll have to pass through experience without resisting it, but also without accumulating it. I don't want to resist the rain. The rain is wonderful. But I also don't want to accumulate the rain. Otherwise, I'll be all like a pool here. So experience is not to be resisted. If it comes your way, fine. You don't have to say, oh, I'm a good boy, I will avoid that kind of experience. No. You also don't have to rush after experience. That experience is so seductive, let me go and have it. Don't rush after it, don't avoid it, but also, most importantly, don't let it scar you. Don't let it leave an imprint on you. Pass through it without getting touched.
Without getting modified in the process.
Learn, but don't accumulate. Every experience should be an opportunity enabling you to look at yourself and thereby learning. Right? The more you look at yourself, the more you learn at yourself. So experience, that's the value, that's the importance. This new experience taught me something about myself. But that does not mean I've accumulated something from this. Don't accumulate.
Sir, like I agree this.
First of all, wait. Are we sure the audience and the panelists are all okay with sitting further? Otherwise, do I see a few anxious faces? We can stop. It's 9:20. Yeah? The bus is here, they'll have to leave. I understand that. Last one? Can we take this? Okay.
So, sir, like I agree that expectations can harm us or lead to sadness. But if we like leave our wishes, desires, and all those things, all that stuff, wouldn't life just lose its meaning?
No, you don't have to leave anything. Why will you leave anything? On what basis? On what basis will you decide what to leave and what not to leave? The real person, the wise one, does not accumulate anything and equally does not leave anything. You don't have to drop anything. That old model of spirituality involving renunciation is a very superficial one. Just as you don't have to gather something, equally you don't have to leave anything behind. Pass through it. Pass through it. You don't have to drop anything. What is to be dropped will drop on its own. Like yellow leaves from the tree. They drop on their own. You don't have to plan. You don't have to act. It happens. Done. Thank you so much. Really rich. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone, my name is Sudeep. I'm from Bangalore and I am a software professional who works on artificial intelligence and have done so for the past decade. I'm speaking to you because I'm here at Bodhstal for my first ever live session with Acharya Prashant ji. I've been listening to these sessions online as part of Gita Samagam for almost 2 years now. And the last 2 years have been really life-changing. I say that because before the 2 years, I was successful in all sorts of measures of society, but there was always something in me that said there has to be something more. That I'm missing something, that I'm not really feeling fulfilled with any of these things that I was putting so much effort into. It was only after joining Gita Samagam, listening to the sessions, that I got the clarity that was required to question myself, because all of the lack of fulfillment that I was facing was because of a lot of beliefs that I had in my life, and it was only through these sessions that I was able to question them and then gain the courage to actually act upon looking at them closely and taking them out of my life. Today I'm happy to say that I'm a much more clear person with what I do. I've found the right paths for myself so far, and I hope to continue to do so. And I really do think if the whole world gets this clarity, everyone does well for themselves, I think this world itself is going to be a much better place. So I invite you to be part of Gita Samagam today. Thank you.